Woo! Here we are once again. 30-minute mechanic. Today, got valve cover gaskets. We're going to throw those on so we can kind of seal up the top of the motor. And then I got some new clamps. Not calling them by the other name. Got some clamps. Might tack one of those on there. Kind of see how stuff's going to fit with that downpipe. I don't know. We'll see where it takes us. So buckle up and let's go. All right, got our package here, right there. So we get a couple of these, get these things out of here. Can't do it with my bare fingers. And I can do it with a box knife. All right. These things make me happy. And they just fit. You know what? They kind of got, probably need to just stick the bolts through. Where's the gas? Where's the valve cover? These will probably kind of capture the bolts a little bit. It's not my best painting job on these valve covers. But you know, here's the hole. It is. We are amateurs, not professionals. And I'll tell you what, nice paint doesn't make it go any faster. Before I do this, I'm going to take this downpipe off because it's just that much easier to get my hands in there. Now, the last time I did this, when I took this off, it was a struggle to get the valve cover around everything. You go under the fuel line and then the heater hoses on the end down here are in the way. Ugh. And it didn't want to fit. Oh, now the transmission dipstick is in the way. Oh, gosh. Why? Ford, why does this have to be so hard? There we go. All right, we're down in there. Let me go grab a wrench. Nope, not that one. Yep. Good grief. Everything uninstalled itself. Let's see, I need a 7/16. See if I can get that started in the hole. Yeah, where are we going here? I'm gonna get another one. Yep, got her done. Put the last little snuggins on them here. This side is on. Well, if you can see that right over here, but man, this thing gets super close to that alternator bolt. There's one little bolt on the back of the alternator, and it's like right on top of it. But it's in there and done. We're done with this side. Let's pop over to the other side now. Sometimes it's a little bit of trouble working around the camera. Grab my bolts. Because in order for it to be set up where y'all can see what's going on, sometimes it's right between me and whatever it is I'm trying to do. My other valve cover. Holes in this one. Let's see here. Get this thing set up on here. We can kind of do it like we did the other one. Is there a washer? We'll do that one. Nope, don't want to do that one. Let's do this one. Thought I had a washer for every one of these. What is happening? Probably screwed up and put 2 washers on somewhere. Oh, there it is. Found it. There we go. And the holes in this gasket, the bolt holes in the gasket are kind of got a little bit of, they're a little undersized, so you stick the bolts through and it kind of holds everything together, which is sort of nice. Get a couple of these started. You see the hole I made in it? That may be a mistake. I'm not 100% sure. Because that upper intake hangs over. I may have just put it right where the upper intake hangs over. But if it does, we'll figure something else out. Because that's what we do. We adapt and we improvise. And sometimes we make a spacer and make it fit. Y'all won't catch that joke, but there's about 3 people on the planet Earth that will understand that joke. Maybe 4. Very happy to be putting valve covers on. Kind of one of those things I didn't intend to get into when I started this whole project. This whole project, I just figured, bolt turbo kit on and be done. But as you go along, you discover things that need to be kind of fixed, taken care of. I kind of wanted to get that lettering off the valve cover. And the gaskets need to be replaced because they just weren't gasketing very well. And I wanted to clean stuff up. Okay, that one's on. Let's grab a valve cover vent and a grommet here. See what that looks like. Just robbed that one. Just robbed that right off of my other engine over there. Doesn't look too bad. Thing might actually clear. I don't know if it doesn't. Well, we'll put an elbow in there and stick it over here somewhere, or put a catch can on. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Figure it out when we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Sure, these are all snug. I like these Ford valve covers because they're cast aluminum and they're really stiff. And there's no chance of you bending them. So they snug down good. Actually, the valve covers on the 83, they're a set of standard Ford steel valve covers. And they've been fantastic. They don't look fancy or anything, but they have been fantastic because they're super heavy. So you can snug the bolts down real nice and tight, and they don't leak. Okay, valve covers on. Look at that. Well, that's looking pretty sharp now. Swing around, check the other side. And then I don't know what I did with it there. Nope. Where did I put the red? Where did I put the filler cap? Oh, there it is. Kind of ugly. Maybe I should get a new filler cap because that one's kind of ugly. Nope, not gonna do it. Too much. Doesn't make it any faster. Too much trouble. Okay, off to something else. Okay, the suspense is killing me. I gotta know if the intake's gonna bonk into that or not. Ugh. So there's no spiders hanging around in there. Let's just set it on there just for grins and take. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Looky, looky, looky. I'll take you off and let you looky, looky, looky. Look, it fits. There's space right in there. You could probably even pull it off. That's good. I was kind of concerned that was going to be a problem. All right. I like how that is looking. And the black, it doesn't look so bad. Kind of looks all right. Not going to bolt that on today. Just going to set it on there, kind of keep debris out of there or whatever. Now I'm going to start farting with my downpipe again a little bit. So let's gear up and check that out. I really try to come up with camera angles that are different from time to time. And it's kind of hard with the limited equipment I have. So anyways, I grab one of these new clamps. Not using the V word. One of my new clamps. Let's see, let's put this way. Got us a new setup here. That guy can slip right over there. What I may do is it's actually not too bad. I might zip back there to the welder and just tack that dude in place. And then we'll be kind of where we can mock some of this stuff up. I need to try to slip that pipe down in there too. So hold on. Yeah, I'm glad y'all weren't watching that because I tacked that flange on, that clamp flange on, totally crooked the first time. I mean, it was 100% what are you doing situation. But I fixed it. It's fixed. Come on, slip in there. Okay, now gotta do the angry chicken to get my glove off. The nut on. Okay, now we gotta look at this a little bit. We're gonna have to make a little change, I think. Simply because the clamp we're using, they're bigger in diameter. Well, I mean, of course they're bigger in diameter because they have those two flanges. But if I want to have a hope of ever getting it off, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If I ever want to have any sort of hope of getting it off, I've got to have some room around it. And right now, if you look right down here, there is not much room between the, oops. Let me see if I hit the light, maybe that'll help. Oh yeah, there's not much room right down there. That's still a little warm too. I might need to move. And then on this side, we're kind of aimed right at that header tube. So we have to do a little bit of adjusting to our downpipe here. So just hang loose. Okay. Tell you what, let's try to put that lower piece down in there. I kind of just want to see how it drops in and where it ends up. So let's take a look. Lower piece, come here. Yep. Goes down and does the that actually goes. That actually fits in there actually really snugly. I wonder what it's looking at down below. That is a good question. Where's my mat? Nope. Let's slide under here and just take a quick peek and make sure it's not pointed directly at the light down here. I just pointed directly at, oh, it's pointed right at the transmission pan. Well, that won't work. That's what I was a little worried about. Oh, there it goes. Really needs to be right about there or so. Now I built this pipe to work. Hey, a tool. I built this pipe to work with a tubular K member, so it may be a little tight in places with a regular K. What I need to do is find a tie down. Now, I think I can take a tie down like this and strap it from side to side and kind of hold that thing up where it needs to go. Maybe if I could reach that far. I'm not sure. I can reach. Yeah, I can. There's all. Come across. And throw it in my face. Oh my gosh. Really? What is happening here? I'm getting myself hooked. Here we go. This is also a trick that I use when I'm doing, oh yeah, that's gonna work. It's gonna work pretty good actually. I think that's about, no, that's not working. That needs to come down. That off. May have to hammer a dent or two in this thing. I know, I mean, that's not surprising. I think it's got dents all over it. We'll just leave that right there for the time being. I feel like it needs to drop down some more. Let's look. The tie-down straps, that's something else. Another trick. Yeah, that's farther back. That's a trick I use when I'm pulling transmissions or putting them in. Put a couple of straps across underneath the transmission, so if it does slip off your jack, it doesn't attempt to kill you. So yeah, yep. Thinking, man, I really almost think that needs to. That's kind of where it should be right there. That's the spot. That's, well, it could be actually be right there. We may have to cut our end off down there. We have to get this in where we want it and then get down there and cut the end off to make it point the direction we want it to point. Rotate it. So we got to leave We gotta leave some space. Actually wouldn't be bad at all. Oops. Right there. Don't forget the other one. Slide it in here, so that's gonna be too high. This is gonna be too short. Come on. Where the devil? Come on. Come on, clamp. Clamp. Do your clamping. Why are you not working? Come on. Well, we'll just let it sit there. That's kind of what we want to shoot for, but look. Coming up a little short there. Looks good everywhere else, from what I can see, from where I'm looking. So we may need to extend that back. I wonder what the flange angles look like. That's a question. Even if I did unhook that, would they mate up? Well, maybe. Actually, maybe. I don't know. It's maybe more difficult than I'm envisioning. I don't know. Come on, get on there. This clamp is driving me crazy. Aren't you? Oh, there we go. That's what I want. Stop it. I'm telling you, you need 4 arms to deal with these things sometimes. Dude. All right. Yep, where's the tape measure? Tape measure. Oh, yeah. Well. Yep. Probably what I should do is cut these tacks here and see how well that connects up there with this connected here, and then figure out how much space I need right here. So, oh, I gotta find something to cut that with. What am I gonna use? I think I know. Hang on. Hang on. Let's go chop those. Well. Whoa. Pull that out of there. Look out. Okay, let's go chop them real quick. Okie dokie. We're back. And the plan is things get a mate onto that dude and then pointed at this dude, which those dudes don't seem to be pointed at each other anymore. That is somewhat irritating. This is going to take a little more. Felt like I really did good yesterday, but I think I'm going to have to back up and reevaluate a little bit. Mainly because if I get too close to the shock tower down there, I'm not going to be able to get the clamp around it down there. So, this pipe Yep. And then the drawback to that little action right there, idea there, is my wideband pointed right at the So what this needs to do really is rotate over like that. Rotatey, rotatey. Okay. It's going to take a little finagling. How wide is that gap? Tape measure. It's 3/4 of an inch. Now, what I was talking about yesterday, right here, which you can't see because the cord is hanging in the way. Right here, I almost feel like I need a little more room right here. I almost wish I could cut this off just a little bit. This steps up right here is what's going on. Goes up to 3.5. It's 3.5 inch, I think, flange, and then next down to a 3 inch. So, yeah. I feel like this needs to move this way a little bit. That would probably be good. Make that shorter. And then that would make this piece I need to fill in here longer. Easier to deal with. A longer piece here is going to be easier to deal with. And plus it'll kind of move this curve right here away from my shock tower just a little bit. Pull it back this way and give me some room to fiddle with. So let's go cut that off. Cut my things and then cut that off. And here we are back at the bandsaw. Actually, we need to cut, don't we? Which means this tool. Which means, here we go. Actually, it would make more sense to cut this now with it all together so I have more to hold on to than it would be to try to cut it. Once it's apart. Here we go. Yep, that would have been super hard to cut. Had I cut all these tack welds off. Tack weld too. Yay! You know what? I made that a little smaller. Made that a little. There we go. Look at that. Actually slips inside there now. All right, let's go. Let's go look at that. Yeah, sometimes we have to do this stuff. We do it. We have to backtrack a little bit, change your mind, try something different, and that's okay. I mean, if I'm, let me move that. If I'm building it, I might as well build it where it works instead of compromising on major stuff. Okay, we trim that piece off, fold it back. I like that a lot better. A lot better. Oh, I can go way in even. Whoa, too far. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Could probably even cheat it just a little bit. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I mean, that gives me a finger's width between shock tower and my pipe. Which I could probably even, yeah. Oh yeah, much better. That is what I want right there. I'm gonna mark that, I think. Gotta look at it from about 3 more angles here. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Meg Ryan levels of yes. Didn't show up very good. Let's mark that seam where it's electro welded. Now I may go back and tack that real fast. You know what else I might do? I'll put a line right across here. I'll just draw a line around here. That way I know how far it's stuck in there and what angle. So let's go back to the welder. I'm just gonna go tack this, so I'm not gonna video it. You've seen sparks. You've seen me weld. Hold on. If I didn't leave my welder on, that wouldn't take no time at all. But I generally turn it off. Put the clamp back in. Come on, get in there. What's going on here? Ow! And there. Now, it's still a little warm up by where I tacked it. I think I like that better. Oh yeah. Kool-Aid Man says, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I remembered why on my other car I made this downpipe come short and not go all the way back there. It's because on the 83, all the fuel lines ran right through here. And so I wanted to keep the heat away from them. That's why I cut it down early. I wasn't thinking about that yesterday when I was talking about downpipes and why I made it the way I made it. Let's See what's happening here. I'm not too sure I like what's happening. Because if I get too low, my V-band's going to be hitting the frame and the header. And where it's at is about right. What I'm probably going to have to do, is cut this back and put the V-band right up in this area. I don't really want it that close to my O2, but you know, sometimes you don't get everything you want. You can always relocate the O2, but that's a good spot for it. But yeah, we're gonna have to be shorter. But you know what? I'm not gonna cross that just yet. Can't jump ahead to that part. First, we got to focus on. Ow, that's still hot. We got to focus on right here, which means probably gonna have to weld on something right there that I've already cut off. Yeah, that's how it works. I mean, look, I have a piece of pipe back here that I cut off of that particular thing. I do. Right there. I do. Sharp A. I wonder if she's going to need to be. That seems long, but like I say, you always cut it off. It's a lot harder to put back on. But I'm going to probably tack that stuff together. Move this out of the way. Tack this straight piece on there. Actually, let's mark it, because that end is not 100% square with the world. And it has some rotational. If I put it on there like that, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to mark my housing over here, an index mark where I can put that back in the same spot every time. Oh, I just wrote on my valve cover. Oh my gosh. Can't believe I did that. Big dummy. That, we've already got a mark right there. We'll just continue that mark. We'll do that. Let's put 2 marks on there just in case I screw up. All right, I'm going to go tack that together. Be back. Okay, we're back. After getting like 2 spam calls. I'm telling you, it doesn't pay to answer your phone anymore if you don't know the number. So if you know me and you call me from a number I don't know and I don't answer, just leave me a message. Tell me who you are. Because, gosh, those calls are just annoying. Hey, I like that. I like the spacing now. I feel good about this. Y'all can see that. I got space here now. Some people say it's the final frontier. Now we're cooking with gas. Kind of got ahead of myself yesterday, going ahead and doing that elbow. But I'm feeling pretty good about this. Feeling even better about this today, I think. I might need to take that that dump down there, just buzz the end off of it, because I think it's kind of pointed. Well, let's just go look. I'll even turn your light on and take you with me. Well, I've got a light down there. I don't need your light on. Come on down. Come to the downstairs and we'll see what's going on. See? Oh, yeah. You can see that. Maybe I do need your light on. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can see that downpipe is pointed right at the transmission pan. We don't want that. I think the other one, I think on the other car we had more clearance. My finger out. I can't even find my finger in the picture. I think we have more clearance right back up here on the car with the other K member, or maybe actually right back in there. In fact, I'm pretty sure we did. So it fit a little different. Nothing we can't fix. I mean, we have a welder. Actually, don't have a Sharpie. Oh, I don't have a Sharpie. Oh well. I'll probably end up down here. I'll video this for posterity so I remember it. I'm probably gonna cut right here. Let's get my finger around where both of us can see. Probably gonna cut right here so that end piece can be rotated more towards the back of the car. Yep, more downpipe cutting on the way. Hi, all right. Good day. Kind of had to back up, change a few things we did yesterday. You know, I felt good about it yesterday, but feeling better about it today. And I think we're going to have a better end product. Got our valve covers on finally, and got it set our upper intake. It clears our little valve cover breather there. I'm very happy about that. I was kind of worried about that. It fits. This weekend, I'm going to come up here, probably finish that downpipe, and I'll video some of that for you so you're not just left out and stuff magically happens. May bolt the upper intake on and, you know, make some more progress on this deal. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, ring the bell, watch the playlist, and that'll do it for today on 30 Minute Mechanic. We'll see you later. Bye.